Here we go.
Hi everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2 of the Roundup. Today's very special guest is Green, Mean, and Killed Herself on episode 3. It's Gigi.
Hi. Oops, sorry. Big thighs. Had to get through the door. Hi everyone.
Hi. Was that a fart?
Oh my goodness. You smell that shit?
Hi Judy, how are you?
I am doing actually pretty well. After the show, I've had a lot of fun getting to see like all the comments and stuff, hanging out with all of my season 2 sisters and brothers and those in between and those who have yet to decide. And it's been just fun. I'm honored to be on the cast, and it's been a pretty amazing year.
I am so glad that you were on the cast, and I'm so glad you had a good experience. You were definitely a unique cast member in the respect of like, I don't think I've ever seen a personality like yours. Like, it was just so fun, and you were also like unafraid to like call things out, which kind of leads into our first question, actually. So pretty early on, you got into a heated argument with Nebula, Abby, and Kimmy, all different times and all at the same time. So what do you think was the breaking point for you that made you like, snap and be like, you know what, like I'm gonna say something to them?
Okay, well, I want to start off by telling the fans that at the end of the day, none of it's real. Like, it's all in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
And we're all casted to play specific roles, and we're not told those roles. I feel like production and you guys kind of want us to figure out those roles by ourselves. So I decided that I wasn't going to try and be like super nice, bubbly Gigi. I was going to be like, okay, no, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to be confrontational, like, let's do it. And I didn't really let the fear hold me, because at the end of the day, I was telling myself, like, it's not real. All these people will still be your friends. Like, it's okay to argue and it's okay to key. So that's what I was going to do. I was going to be Employee of the Month at the end of the day. And that's not period.
And you did cash in that check because we love you so much.
Yep. It might not have been a lot. I might have not gotten a lot of screen time, but I was still there.
For the time that you were there, you had a decent amount, and you know what? I'll give you that. I'll give you credit when it's due. You know what, Gigi? I'm not gonna play any games with you. I just want to cut straight to the chase. It's the question everybody's wondering. Why did you actually vote for yourself? Now you can be honest.
Can I run away? Can I plead the fifth? Okay. So the question that everybody's been wondering: why did I actually kill myself? If I'm going to be honest, I killed myself because at the time, I got casted at a really unlucky point of my life. At the moment, I was just starting my last year of school, and like I was getting a bunch of these assignments, and it just wasn't what I was used to. And so instead of worrying production, and instead of like arguing or fighting, I wanted to, take myself away from the situation. And so I just flipped the coin, and it landed on one side. I'm not upset, I'm not bitter, because at the end of the day, I'm a grown-ass person. I made the decision that I did, and Chaunch, if you're seeing this, it's on site if I see you.
So Gigi, what were your plans for this season and like your goals in general, and did you achieve them?
I kind of wanted to break out of my show, because a lot of the time, I wouldn't say I'm a villain, but lately in the ETNs that I've been in, the year that it was recorded, I was like, okay, maybe it's time to like finally be a bitch and finally be mean, because I'm mean, but I'm keying mean. I was like, why don't we try just being a flat out asshole? And I feel like I did that. I feel like I served that. Yeah.
Early on in the season, you were categorized as like an underdog because you were in the captured group. And how did this make you feel? Like, I mean, you did get pretty vocal, so like, do you want to elaborate more on like that whole situation?
Well, I mean, in any sort of ETN, when people tend to target those who were captured, I feel like it's just dumb. Like, it's not their fault they were captured. Sometimes, like, it's just ETN is a game of luck at the end of the day, and so depending on how our cards were drawn, like, that's just the luck at the end of the day. So that's why I felt kind of like upset that no one was outright saying it, but it's always the vibe in the room when people get captured in ETNs of like to vote the people that were captured. So I just wanted to say, like, hey, maybe let's not, because a couple of these bitches haven't done a lot either.
You very much did say that. Like, basically, that's exactly what you said. Let's talk about that challenge. So you and Dia were pretty neck and neck in the death challenge. And so what was your mind like throughout all of this? Like, what were you thinking? Like, the fact that, like, you know, whenever you scored a point, Dia scored one, and like you guys were just really right there.
I mean, for like 50% of the challenge, I fully thought I was gonna die. Like, Dia was in the head for like almost all of it. So like, I was freaking out boots, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want to just like give up. Like, my character is still gonna try and fight. Like, just because I'm like maybe not doing the best doesn't mean my character isn't doing the best. So I was like, okay, we can do it, we can do it. Gigi's gonna live another day. And we all saw how that turned out. But yeah, I felt lucky and then extremely unlucky. It was just a weird combination of two things. I did it. It's done and done. And Daya, I am so happy you lived. Mwah.
It's Dia, sweetheart.
Oh,
Gigi, you are too much. I fucking hate you, Daya.
So we're gonna get a little bit more into that like key strategy that the Aerialist had this season. So did you have any alliances or people you intended to make it far with, or did you plan to play it solo the entire time?
I just kind of was playing around the first episode, and then I made that friend group with Chanch, Triss, and Nosha. And that was somewhat of an alliance. Like, we were friends. Like, we were like, okay, we got each other's backs. But like, I don't know. I don't think I went in with alliances. I went into the season with a lot of friends. Like Corey, Kimmy, Abby. Like, I knew them. But I was never like outright asking them before the show started, going like, hey, alliance, question mark? Cute smiley face? Like, it just kind of like, I was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna play my cards. How will they go? If I die, I die. If I live, I live. I'm just gonna try and have fun. Because a lot of people didn't know this, and I didn't know I was gonna realize this until like it happened. This was actually my last escape the night. So that's why at the end of the day I was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun. Like, I'm gonna try to have fun.
Well, I am super glad that we were able to have you before, you know, like, I'm glad that we were able to be like your final hurrah before you like move on and do great things, which I know
before I go
will
to the
do.
home. Before
you go to the home, exactly.
Yeah, before I
And
go to the retirement home.
And you do great performances there, like every bingo night. Like, I know you'll do great things there.
Ooh, I'm gonna push the bingo ball out of my pussy.
If you were given the chance to do things differently, would you? Why or why not?
I guess maybe like try and stand my ground more. Maybe not vote myself. That was kind of stupid. If you're ever gonna escape the night, don't vote yourself. That was kind of dumb, but I don't know. I did it for my
Gigi.
Yeah, take it from me. A lot of people seem to be so focused on like the challenges and like the tasks and everything, that people don't really tend to focus on like their character and who they're presenting. Like, at the end of the day, it's a show. We're all characters. The storyline, it's there. Like, we're supposed to, like, there's a storyline that you guys write, and there's a storyline that we as the cast make. And I feel like a lot of people are so focused on, oh, well, I did ABC and blah, 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 that they're not really like, oh, well, I've been doing this well, I've been cheering the group on, or like, I have been actively like calling people out and being like strong and not caring what other people say.
Alright, so cameraman, if we pan to the right, Gigi, this is your Stanosha Divalicious outfit. Tell us about it. What did you think when you first saw it? Like, just tell us everything.
Okay. So, I won't lie, when I first saw the render, I was kind of like, oh, they have me showing punani on just straight pussy to pavement, just everywhere. Like, I was a little bit, because I'm very petite, very demure, very mindful of the space around me. So just to have my thighs busting out of my costume was kind of scary. But it's such a beautiful outfit. But it's just like not what I envision myself in. Just because, like, I don't see myself as, like, very ba-ba-boom like that. But the fact that you guys thought of me like that, like, with everything. Like, I know I'm loud, but, like, this outfit is loud. So to see, like, my personality summed up into an outfit was kind of amazing and awesome. And I kind of loved it. It's a really pretty outfit, too.
Us Latinas look good in green. I mean, green is my Radiance color for a reason. No, but I think it is gorgeous as well. You can thank Nebula for that. Shout out to my main bitch out there. If we pan over to the left, this is Marcus Zman, the man who essentially ended your game. What did we think of his character and his design? Like, you know, to sum it up, he was kind of like a famous weatherman, TV show, coconut connoisseur. He did it all, and then he died and lost it all until he regained it in the end, and also took your life. So what did we think about him?
Yeah, como se dice jump scare? I don't know. His character design, I guess, I get it. It's supposed to be like TV flashy, but it's so fucking tacky. Seeing his outfit, like that whole episode, I was like, someone get this bitch out of here. Like, it's so nasty. I don't know. I just don't like neons. Like that bright of a teal and white skin. Ugh. I guess it's supposed to be dead, but it's just brother,
So Gigi, if you'd like to take a stand right next to me, we are going to move on to our little game segment of the roundup. So today we are going to be playing a little like who's most likely onto the cast, you know? So I'm going to ask you some friendly, some shady, some questions, and you're going to give me a name. Question number 1. Who on the season do you think faded into the background the most?
I fear that we all know the answer. Kimmy, no. I think it was definitely Chaunch, I fear. Oh, wait, I'm a liar. No, never mind, I'm a truther. It was Chaunch.
Okay, so there we have Chaunch. Moving on to question number 2, Gigi. Who is most likely to lose any challenge that is thrown upon them?
Can I say myself? No. Maybe. Well, because I was the one person. I don't know. I guess Tris, since he died at the first challenge.
Okay. Who on the cast do you think was genuinely the kindest?
Oh, Nosha.
Nosha? Okay, Nosha the sweetheart. We love to see it. Moving on to question number 4. Who on the cast do you think really got into the show? Like, really like got into their character and was like so dedicated to the storyline?
I feel that it will always be Kimmy. That will always be my answer with anything that woman does. It's gonna be Kimmy.
Alright, moving right on to question number 5. Gigi, I am gonna throw you another nice question because, you know, we're not all mean here. So, who on the cast do you think was the most boring?
I'm thinking. This is a really hard query.
Really? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Mommy, a girl behind you.
Gigi, who is most likely to be painted as the villain of this season? You can be honest now.
I feel bad because I feel like she's always painted to be the villain when she's just so outspoken because she doesn't care. She knows she's gonna get it done. But I feel like Kimmy can always be seen as a villain in some context. But I love her.
Alright, next, who on the cast do you think is doing just like a little bit too much? Like, they can tone it down a little bit on like any area. You can say on the personality, maybe they're doing too much, like trying to complete everything. Like, who do you think was just doing way too much?
I hate 2 people, and it would have to be 1. I fear that Abby and Elijah, they are very both outspoken, attitudes, personality-wise, and I love them for it, but I just feel like I'm a very loud person, and this entire season, because it was a new area for me, I was trying to tone it down, and I felt like Abby and Elijah were not on the same wavelength, and they were just, which I get it, because Abby's obviously going to be comfortable because these are her people, and Elijah's just going to be Elijah, house down boots, and that's why I love them. But there was definitely moments where I was like, okay, maybe you guys don't have to do all the talking. Like, it's okay, divas. Like, we can let other people talk.
On to our final demure question. Who do you think is most likely to be the fan favorite of the season?
Oh, Daya. Dia. Ooh. Daya, I am so happy you lived.
It's Dia, sweetheart.
Oh.
Gigi, you are too much. I fucking hate you, Jaya.
Girl. Dia. On that note, thank you so much, Gigi, for being here and for being our one and only Aerialist. And I want to say thank you to the viewers for tuning in to this episode. I'm Clover Clove, and this has been the Roundup, honey.
Yes!
I'm 365 party girl. Should we do a little